How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sammy BAYA. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is how it feels to be with a covert narcissist. That's the title of this video. The charm that fades. At first, being with a covert narcissist feels enchanting. They come across as sensitive, compassionate, and thoughtful. Their subtle charisma pulls you in, and you might feel as though you've found someone who truly understands you. Their apparent vulnerability seems genuine, and you feel compelled to care for them, believing you are in a deeply meaningful connection. They listen to your problems, they offer advice, and they appear to validate your emotions. But this charm begins to wear off as the relationship progresses. The emotional highs and lows with a covert narcissist are extreme. They may shower you with affection one moment, making you feel like you are the most important person in the world, only to withdraw or criticize you the next. It feels as though you are walking on eggshells, never sure whether you are in their favor or being blamed for something that isn't entirely your fault. The inconsistency leaves you confused, constantly second-guessing their feelings and intentions. You start doubting your own reality. Covert narcissists are masters of subtle manipulation, using passive-aggressive behavior, silent treatment, or backhanded compliments to keep you off balance. They'll make you feel guilty for expressing your needs or emotions, suggesting that you are too demanding, oversensitive, or ungrateful. Over time, you begin to question whether it's truly your fault that things feel wrong or strained. You might feel like you are losing your sense of self. The silent treatment. One of the covert narcissist's most effective tools is the silent treatment. They will withdraw from you without explanation. They will leave you hanging in confusion, wondering what went wrong. The silence can feel suffocating, like a weight on your chest. You might try to reach out, apologize for things you aren't even sure you did, but nothing seems to break the cold wall they've erected. This can go on for days or even longer, leaving you feeling abandoned and anxious. Covert narcissists excel at gaslighting, making you feel like you're crazy or imagining things. They might deny saying something they've said or twist events to make you believe you are at fault. This form of emotional manipulation is especially insidious because it's often subtle, leaving you unsure whether you are the one who is misremembering or misunderstanding. The result is a growing sense of insecurity and confusion, as though you are never quite sure where you stand with them. Being with a covert narcissist is emotionally draining. They demand constant attention and validation, but offer very little in return. You find yourself giving more and more of yourself, always trying to please them, never feeling like you're doing enough. It can feel like you're in a one-sided relationship where their needs come first and yours are consistently ignored or belittled. The emotional toll becomes overwhelming, and the joy you once felt in the relationship fades. Covert narcissists often play the victim card, making everything about them. Whenever something goes wrong, they turn the blame onto you or others, portraying themselves as innocent and misunderstood. This tactic creates an atmosphere of guilt and pity, and you find yourself constantly trying to reassure them, even when they are the ones causing the problems. This false sense of victimhood distracts from their own toxic behavior and makes you feel obligated to care for them at the expense of your own emotional well-being. The covert narcissist often engages in a cycle of love bombing and devaluation. In the beginning, they'll shower you with praise, affection, and attention, making you feel adored. However, once they feel secure in the relationship, the devaluation begins. They might criticize your appearance, intelligence, or abilities, subtly tearing you down while still pretending to be helpful. This back and forth between idealization and criticism keeps you in a state of emotional flux, unsure of where you stand. Covert narcissists are experts at playing on your empathy. They know how to make you feel responsible for their pain and difficulties, even when it's not your fault. They will paint themselves as misunderstood or mistreated, drawing out your compassion. They might even convince you that you're the only person who truly understands them. This manipulation is difficult to resist, as they exploit your desire to help and your natural inclination to support those you care about. Affection from a covert narcissist can feel like a moving target. One day they are warm and affectionate, giving you the attention you crave, while the next day they are cold and distant, leaving you wondering what went wrong. This unpredictability keeps you on edge, constantly chasing after their approval or affection, only to be met with withdrawal. This inconsistency in behavior makes it hard to trust the relationship, as you never know which version of them you'll get. Over time, a covert narcissist may subtly isolate you from your friends, family, and support network. They might criticize your loved ones or plant seeds of doubt about their intentions, suggesting that they are not good for you or don't have your best interests at heart. This isolation further strengthens their control over you, making you more reliant on them for validation and emotional support. You may find yourself distancing from people who once cared for you, unsure of whether they are right or if the narcissist's perspective is valid. Covert narcissists are incredibly controlling, but they do so in a quiet and handed way. Rather than overtly dictating what you do, they subtly manipulate situations to get their way. They may demand that you behave in a certain way, dress in a certain way, or even think in a certain way. If you resist, they might play the victim or withdraw affection, making you feel guilty for not conforming to their expectations. This pressure to please them, even in subtle ways, begins to erode your autonomy. Covert narcissists, they never take responsibility. One of the most frustrating aspects of being with a covert narcissist is their refusal to take responsibility for their actions. Even when they make mistakes or hurt you, they will find a way to shift the blame onto you or external circumstances. They rarely if ever apologize sincerely. Instead, they may offer a half-hearted or backhanded apology or simply ignore the issue altogether. This lack of accountability creates a toxic dynamic where you are constantly left cleaning up after their emotional mess. A covert narcissist's emotional manipulation is often disguised as concern or care, but it always has a hidden agenda. They may use guilt to get you to act in ways that serve their needs. They might say, I guess I'll just have to deal with this all on my own, when they want you to take care of their responsibilities. You are left feeling responsible for their happiness or well-being, as though it is your job to keep them afloat emotionally, even if it's draining you. In the end, being with a covert narcissist leaves you feeling emotionally unfulfilled. Despite your best efforts, the relationship never feels truly balanced. You may constantly feel like you're giving and giving, but receiving little in return. You start to realize that their needs are always at the forefront, while yours are brushed aside. The relationship becomes one of emotional depletion, and despite your efforts to make it work, the connection feels shallow and unsatisfying, You might feel like you're constantly trying to fill a void that can never truly be filled. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Make sure you like, comment, and share this video widely. And again, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.